What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a weekly series on the channel that basically consists of AFL fantasy. I'll be doing like a review, seeing how my team went and all of that good stuff. Now this will be a members only series starting next week, but I figured I'd throw out the first episode on my second channel. Mate, we'll see how it goes. I guess maybe I'll do a few more on the More Cardman channel. I'm not sure. And I do want to have these out a little bit earlier in the week, like on the Monday or the Tuesday. It doesn't really matter too much as long as they're out. But the reason why this is out a bit later is just because of got back from Adelaide. You know, then I had other stuff to do. I just didn't have the time. Played futsal earlier this Arvo as well, so I didn't have the time to record it earlier. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll be going through my team. Then I'll be going through the leagues I'm in, and then I'll be going through, I guess, the trade options. And remember, I am not a fantasy expert, but I do want to get good at this. It would be really fun to actually do well in fantasy and rise up the ranks, win in the leagues and all of that stuff. So let's go through the team. Remember, I'm not the sort of guy that I would be taking advice from, but if you're a newbie, maybe I can give a few bits of advice. If anything, drop your advice down in the comments. Let me know what I should be doing if I'm doing stuff wrong. Let's go through the team. So I scored 2094. Pretty good start. Top 14,000. Do not know what happened. I got a notification for something. But yeah, top 14,000. I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm ranked 54th as well in my AFL fan. Actually, can I have a look at that? Let's have a look at my competition. So if you want to join that, I think it's in the description. So I've got 355 people and I'm ranked 54th. So yeah, a solid start, but it's just round one. So a lot of people have similar teams. I'm sure it's going to start, widening. The gap will widen as the rounds progress. It is round 2 as well, so it's the bye week. So this is, I'm pretty sure, top 18. What the fuck? Yeah, top 18. So you don't actually get all your scores. It's top 18 scores. So it'll be a lower scoring round. Let's take a look at how I went, though. So Harry Sheasel, I think a lot, like most people probably have him. He's sort of a lock in that D1, 114, so pretty solid score. If you can get that averaging, I'll be happy with that. Jane Shaw, 85. He started on track to get over 100 in the first half, but I guess weirdly enough, when Richmond got going, he didn't score as freely, but I think you still would be happy, I guess, with keeping him. 85 is not even that bad for something that for a score. I think that'll probably get higher on average anyways. Lockie Ash, 63. Didn't watch this game, so I don't know why he scored so poorly. I wasn't really keeping up with the scores for this one. He could possibly be an option to trade out, maybe. I mean, I wanted to not even bring him in, but I got told he would be a good option to a bit of a downgrade from Wangan and Miller. I wish I kept Wangan and Miller, but it doesn't matter. Matt Roberts, a lot of people have Roberts as well. He scored an 81, which is all right, I guess. Harry Perryman was a disappointment, I feel, of the backline. Only a 49. He scored like 110. Everyone brought him into the team, and now everyone's bringing him out. Weirdly enough, he just didn't score well when the Pies were so dominant. Maybe maybe it just wasn't his role. Again, I wasn't watching the game. And Zach Rader, 63. As a rookie, you will take that. Let's go through the midfielders. So I had the captaincy on Jordan Dawson, and you take that. He scored a 126, and he was probably the best player on the ground against the Saints. He's definitely staying. I'm bloody glad that I kept him over like Sarong. Where can you actually check stats for like how other players went? Because I want to look at how Sarong went just to see how much better he scored Dawson. I don't know how to find that though, but I want to know what's wrong. Maybe someone can put it in the comments, but he had like a good third quarter, but I don't think he scored higher than like an 80, 85. Actually, I guess because this is like a uncut video for the most part, I can just take a look real quick at the Sarong score. Just because it was like an option between the two, and I think Dawson's definitely the better pick, because Sarong might even... There's a 85. He might even be a permanent midfielder. Like there are bits and pieces where he's been rested more as a forward. Can I check advanced stats? I don't know if I can check here how the CBAs. I don't think you can on the AFL app. But anyways, we'll continue. Connor Rosie, 112 in a massive loss. Yeah, definitely happy with that. Oliver, 84, all right. Did I expect 100 from him? It was like a hit or miss with Oliver, but a lot of people haven't, so it doesn't really matter. Finn Callahan, 92, on track to score a bit higher, but, you take that. Will Day, only the 77, after a really good start last week. He's maybe a chance to be traded out. Someone doing that. I'll keep him, though. Levi Ashcroft, 84. He scored more than his brother Will, and he's obviously that rookie price of 371, so you're happy with an 84. Great debut for Levi Ashcroft. Lawler, 68, but he played awesome. So you're happy with the way he scored. He might not be the highest scoring of the rookies, but he's probably kind of like a Harley Reid in a way with the way he is so damaging, but might not be as high scoring on average. Yeah, but I'm still going to keep him. Pretty happy with that. And Lucas Camporali, I still don't know how to pronounce his name, 76, but he's got a pretty high ceiling, so pretty good score there. I forgot to mention the bench play. So Leak is 14. I don't even think he's going to be playing after the bye, so he probably gets traded out. And Luke Traynor was solid with 62, and I think, honestly, with the way he finished the game, he could be on track to score some more. Finn O'Sullivan only the 51. Harvey Langford only the 16. So, yeah, not a lot. But did he make cash? No, he actually lost cash. I think he lost cash there. Okay. It's whatever, I guess. As long as he's playing next week, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Why is it... Go to last round. All right. Rucks, Tristan Sherry, 129. He should be in everyone's teams, let's be honest. He's the best fantasy player, the most expensive, but he's worth it with the way he plays. And look, it wasn't even his best game, but he still scored 130 without being massively seen. He would have been my captain, but... I went for the Vice, and then I realized I didn't really have any players to bring in for the loophole because they were all playing. But that's okay. I got the Dawson score. What did I lose? 7 points. Tom DeKoning was really good as well in the loss, 132. Hopefully, he can continue scoring well before Pitney comes back to the side. Then I don't know what will happen there. The Harry Boyd was 68, so it looks like he'll be making some money. Is this how much money he makes? Or is that just... I actually don't know where to check that. Remember, I'm kind of new to fantasy, so if that is... I don't think it is, though. That's just the price change. That's how much he's gone up. But does that mean that's how much I've made? I don't think so. I don't know. But yeah, 56. He'll keep playing because Marshall's just... it's weird with Marshall at the moment. I don't know, but he's just been... why does it keep going to projected? Give me last round. So yeah, he got 68. But... Yeah, Marshall's been battling injury, so he just wasn't at his best on the weekend. You could tell resting him up forward and all that. Forward line, we had Horn Francis score 82. I mean, Power got absolutely smashed. I don't think he played his best game, but even scoring 82 isn't terrible. But for someone like Horn Francis, he's probably want a higher score. Jack McRae, for 761 to score 109, he seems to be back to his best with a disposal at least, and that's what's going to get you points, 34 disposals. Sanders got 72. I'm not overly confident on Riley Sanders, to be honest. I guess he's made a little bit of money, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he fits in that Bulldog side, but as long as Bevo keeps playing him, maybe you still just keep him. Caleb Daniel, oh, fuck. Why does it do that? Is there a way to just keep it at last round? Every time I click on the player, it goes to average or like projected. I don't want the projected. I want the bloody last round score. Caleb Daniel, 91. At his price, that's a good score. And I think he's going to continue, getting the kick-outs, getting the easy balls off the half-back. He'll be a stay in the side. Bailey Smith, 126. Obviously, we all know how well he played. He was the best player on the ground. And if you don't have him, you're in a bit of trouble, but bring him in if you haven't. And then Sam Davidson scored 53, which is all right. Nothing of a massive worry, but, Max Hall, 82. And that's the thing, right? He's probably our best key forward option at the moment. So, yeah, Connor Stone, 40, and Kako, 51. All right, let's take a look at some of the leagues now. So, yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with that for someone who kind of made not in the last minute, but definitely didn't do as much research as some other people, I guess, in the lead up. So, I'm in this Miranda fantasy comp. Now, there'll be some people watching this, hopefully, in this league. This is the league I care about most. Is this the Classic? Yeah, it is the Classic. So, let's take a look. I was versing Mardo, so... looks like I did get the win there. 2094 to 1906. Let's have a look. Did we have similar plays? I can't tell how many of the same plays we had. But, he had Elijah Hewitt who scored 47. Leak he had on the field. That was a problem. But he's a Giants fan. And who did he have the captaincy on as well? I want to have a look at. Oh, Cherry. Tracy. Why would you have Tracy in your team? He scored 28. That may have been the difference maker there. Let's take a look at my draft league now. We'll go to fixtures and we'll go back. Where's the fixtures for round 1? Let's see. I beat Crouchy by a good amount. I mean, Whitfield. So this is my draft league. So these are different players we had in the draft league. Whitfield scored well, 222 as a captain score. Salem, wow, 124. Eamon, 111. These are some good scores. You'd think Jordan Clark would be scoring more than him or these players, but he only got the 81. Still okay. Tom Green was good. Steele was off, but it didn't matter because look at all the plays that Crouchy had that didn't perform well. Sarong, Ashcroft, Warner, LDU, and D'Ambrosio. Dunkley was his best player, and I think I traded out Dunkley for Heaney. So if anything, I would have scored more than him if I didn't make that trade because Heaney was all right, but with the 103. Grundy and Gawn, yeah, you have the captaincy on Gawn there. Gawn was very good. Keys, Rayner, and Ginnivan. Wilson was good. Parker and Kennedy. So, I mean, I even had a few players score a ton on the bench, but yeah, looking good in the draft league. I think I might be on top of the ladder there. And the last league, I'm not in too many leagues because I can't be asked. Another draft league I did for the members. So if you're watching this as a member, I don't know if you are, but let's have a look at how I went round 1. So I lost in the first round. I mean, some people, like, what the fuck? Scoring 303. I don't think this person was active. I don't think this guy even cares about his team because he's got Curnow, Goulden, Treloar, and Flanders in his side when they all didn't play. I mean, it's a free win if you're playing footy flicks. Who am I playing? I'm playing Fetty Rap. Let's see how I went. So Sheasel, Amon, Anderson, Dawson, Oliver. Shai Bolter was my issue. I mean, I forgot that he wasn't playing. I just didn't update that score. If I put in like a Liberatore, I would have had a chance. But Geordie did quite well. And I don't actually think I was able to pick a captain. Or is there no captaincy scores in this? Possibly not. Because he's got the vice there on DeConing. But I have nothing. Interesting. Only eight players on the field for this league. But, yeah, Geordie beat me there. He had the best score of the round. I don't think I did too bad. Like, if you look at the scores for this league, I was... Okay, so it wasn't... Alright, I got 6. So, yeah, it's whatever. But I don't. That's the league I care about least. Alright, I don't know how long these episodes are going to last for, but it's whatever, I guess. Hopefully you're finding this entertaining enough or interesting. Is that it? Yeah, that is it. Actually, we'll also review the tipping comp for my members because I'm not going to do that. Now, I know if you're watching this and not a member because it's on my second channel, you're probably wondering what's going on. I have a members only tipping comp and there'll be a prize for that. So if you want to be interested, like that's the thing, right? I'm trying to give out some more extra stuff for members only content. It is going to be in the description, but let's just take a look at the comp. If it'll let me actually load it, which it does, which is actually surprising. Let's go to comps. All my comps. All right, going down. I'm in a few because I'm like, if they're going to give away prizes, I may as well join, but I'm not going to win any at this rate. Where's my members comp? Here we go. So how many we got in? We got 24 people. So if you want to join, I'm not going to tell you the code though. So you need to be a member. And then if you're a member, there'll be a video you can see. Noah B is currently leading the tipping comp. This is just a regular tipping comp. No jokers, no nothing. Gus Footy, Sam Geeson, who actually did quite well. He actually scored very well in my regular tipping comp. Footy Flicks 2, Fletcher. I'm doing terrible. Jesus, I'm doing terrible. 22nd in the members comp. Only early days though, so it's not too bad. Who did best round 1? No one got a perfect score. Fletcher got 8. This guy got 4. J Tom got 5. All right, let's take a look at now some options to trades. I mean, I might as well do them now, but they're not going to be properly finalized. Potentially, there might be, there might be obviously injuries last minute. I could trade plays out, make emergency calls, and there might be people in the comments saying, "I'll do this instead of that." And I'm like, you know what? That might be a better call. I'll do that. So let's have a look. So I think you trade out James Leake. I don't know to who, but I think you probably trade him out, to be honest, because he won't be making... He's not going to be making you any cash, and you want players to be making you cash. I might trade out Perryman as well. I don't know. So I don't know if it's worth it trading out a player like Elite, because if he's just sitting on the bench, is that a waste? Lockie Ash could be a consideration because I know he has the bye coming out, but so does Perryman. And I could always just put Trainer on the field for Ash. You know, I might do Perryman for DeConing because he did so well, and a lot of people are trading him in, and that's like, yeah, it might just be because, oh yeah, he had a really good game, and Perryman had a poor one. It might just be a little bit too reactionary, but considering everyone's trading him in, if he does really well, then it's going to be like I'll be behind. So I'm going to make that trade, and I'm going to be making some cash. And he plays Saints, so I think with DeConing playing against the Saints, he can score well, to be honest. So I've got like an extra 188k. I was thinking Rankin did well. He's an option. It's just how much is he? I could do Sanders for Rankin, just because I think he's just going to score a lot better, and I'd rather more of a premium in the side, and he'll probably make money as well. Sanders might not be guaranteed because I just don't know what Beveridge is going to do with him. And when the more of the Bulldogs plays, especially the midfielders, get into the lineup, who knows? He might get more time on the bench or not as many time in the middle for CBA. So fuck it. Let's see if I can make this trade. It might not be the best trade, but it's a risk. But I think Adelaide, Rankin's a sort of player that can score a lot because he's playing mainly midfield. And I don't know what he got last week, but he got a 107. Better than what Sanders got. So if I can make the trade, yeah, I can. All right, let's go to my team. 9k left. I've got Rankin in, and I've got DeConing in. Let me know. I don't want to be like letting people know, and then everyone's like, I'll do this instead, and I'll do that instead. I do want to make my own minds up and all that, because not everyone obviously is doing a fantasy review and getting people to make their decisions for them. So yeah, hopefully everything goes smoothly. Finn Callahan won't be playing, so I mean, you could just make them an emergency play, but I might as well just trade him out since he's obviously got the bye. Let's just go, I guess Sullivan's in. He's got Melbourne, so hopefully he scores a bit better. But yeah, that's my fantasy review. I will be doing this every week as a members only series probably, because as I said before, I don't want to be providing nothing to the members, and I think this is something pretty interesting for you guys. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you soon in my next video.